Hello, folks. Doggone John, participating in another open tag from Georgia Adventure. I must have already gotten the memo today. When I woke up this morning, I didn't really think much of it, but I had a hankering for my 47 Viper for some reason. So I threw that in the pocket and had it with me all day long. And it was my little companion for the day. Then I got home just a couple minutes ago and seen about his open tag for Wharncliff Wednesday. I'm like, man, worked out ideally. So yeah, I'm gonna do a little bit of a walk around on this guy here. I have previously a little bit, but it's just a sweet little number. I love this thing to death. It's probably my favorite GEC, my favorite slip joint. Also, the Stonewash bovine bone on there is just unreal, just beautiful. I love the pattern on there more than anything. My Cody Scout that has the burnt sienna doesn't even touch this really for me. But I'm a blue guy. I'm a fan of the blue, and so yeah, this fits me really well. So a little close up there on the back spring. I mean, it's just flawless. It's got some teeners on there, maybe a little bit of tarnish from carrying it and stuff, but I love how they do the back spring on these. They're just beautiful. It's almost one piece when it's open, Sits pretty. This is my first Wharncliff too, I gotta admit. I had never owned one before I got this thing. So it was my first Great Eastern Cutlery knife, and it was my first Wharncliff. And it showed me exactly what I was missing all this time, truly, because this thing's special. It's a really pretty blade. The slip here came with the knife. The fellow before me had it. He had a friend of his make it, and it's cool. I like the little Viper on there, the snake. So that's its home. But yeah, let me just get a little close up. I don't know if I can or not for the patina on this thing, but I've been using it. It usually goes on lunch with me, Gets some freaking apple juice or an orange or whatever. I usually take some kind of fruit with me. So this is the job for this thing. I love the etch on there too. Some people don't like the etches on a lot of these GECs or just any knife really, but I don't know, it stands out. I really dig it. It's got that bull on the front there, giving you the mean eye. And it's blended in really well with the rest of the patina, I think. Like, you can't really tell it's there unless you're really looking for it. So, it's not, overzealous or anything. I know people have been talking about, like, the Urban Jack. People aren't really into that etch very much, and it seems like they've kind of placed it all over the place for some people. So, I'm happy that I got something like this that doesn't have any kind of flaw of that matter. I also saw today that GEC dropped some tortoiseshell acrylics. I kind of been checking out the tortoiseshell pattern, not the pattern, but the design. It's a cool design to me personally, but the places that I seen it listed, it just seemed like it was way out of line. It's way too much money for what it was. So I passed up on a couple, but there's always time down the line. But back to this thing. Let's see. This here is the 2023 model. This is one of the latest runs of the Vipers. They're just starting to put out a newer one, I believe, with like a purple jig bone, I think, is the 2024 release. Coming out pretty soon, but I don't know if I'm gonna snag one of those or not. It looks pretty, don't get me wrong, but something about the bone, I don't know, man. Just a pretty thing. And I know some people have talked about the pull and the action on these bad boys. Some of them used to be really light, is what I've been reading about. And I watched a few videos too. but this one doesn't seem to be super light. I mean, I give it like a, I don't know, maybe, let's try that one more time. Let me get a good feel for it. I'm gonna say like a 4-ish there. It feels like a 4. And probably about the same on the full. For the half stop, yeah, I'm gonna say it's probably about a 4, 3 or 4, maybe a little heavier, but it's got some snap. I mean, just take a listen to this. You know, it's got a little bit of snap to it. It's my only knife too that has the half stop. I'm really getting into that for my traditionals. I love something with a nice clean look like the GECs. They just do it best, you know. It's really hard to beat them, really. I haven't seen a whole lot of makers come within the same kind of realm as them, but then again, it's like Great Eastern Cutlery kind of lives on another planet in the knife world. It's not quite like any other brand or maker that there is. They got something special going. So as long as they kind of keep this formula up, I don't think that they're gonna go away anytime soon. That's for sure. I've mentioned it before also, but another reason that this one's kind of special to me, and all of these actually that I have, is I'm from Pennsylvania originally. So it's really funny that I didn't learn about this company until I had left, and never did get the chance to actually head out to the factory or you know, kind of check it out, anything like that. Tityute is a town near there too, I guess. So Titusville and Tityute. I've been through Titusville before, I'm pretty sure, on some road trips and things, but yeah. So that is my Wharncliff Wednesday. Thanks to Randy for starting this tag. I'm real happy to participate in stuff like this, and I'm pretty stoked I have a Wharncliff now. This thing's like a great companion to me. It has assisted me with some of my leather projects. It's a great slicer when I'm doing some kitchen work, you know, for dinner. It's very precise. I love that it has that real fine tip. It's almost something you could carve out, you know, some straight holes with if you wanted to in leather. Also, I'm not gonna do that because I have a hole punch in my kit, but it's the world, or the, excuse me, the sky's the limit with this kind of blade though. One thing I've loved about this also is the ease of sharpening. All my blades that I have are pretty much all majority at clip point ish, or drop point. I have a 940. That's the reverse Tanto or Tanto, however you say that. But yeah, this is my first Warney, and it's a breeze to sharpen, man. I love this to sharpen with. I'll take this on like my really fine stone, or majority of the time I've just been stropping it back to life, and it comes back every single time, you know, with ease. Yeah, I'm gonna probably give you like one more look around on this bad boy. Again, 47 Viper. This is a 2023 pattern, stone wash blue cattle bone. All right, let me get one more good stop in there because that one's kind of weak. There it is. Got a nice thwack, thunk, you know, bang, crash, boom, cartoon noises, I guess, right? No, it's got a great sound to it when it gets to that last open right there. Yeah. All right. Well, that's gonna about do it. Again, thanks to Georgia Adventure for starting this tag, and yeah, his case knife that he showed off for his, that's a beautiful little Warney too. I've been looking for a case Wharncliff. I just haven't grabbed one yet. I haven't seen one that really tickled me yet, so I'm looking for something that's gonna do that, and is, I don't know, you know, I'm kind of like I'm picky with my knives anymore, because I have quite a few that I jumped the gun on, and I wasn't really in the full, like, I need this mode. So I'm kind of very slow about my process anymore picking knives. And if I see a case, I will probably give it some good thought, but I'll grab me one eventually, for sure. Well, I'm going to sign out. I hope y'all have a good rest of the day. It's my Friday, so I'm looking forward to my weekend here. Gonna go do some skiing 'cause we just got dumped on, of course. So yeah, y'all hang in there. I'll talk to you soon. Doggone John, out.